In the summer of 2021, there was an area in Denton, North Carolina, where the houses and businesses suddenly lost power, leaving everyone in the dark. Utility crews, they began their search to find the cause of this power outage. They traced the blackout to a fire in a substation where they quickly discovered the cause. A snake had gotten into the equipment, sparking a fire. Most of us would never give it a thought that a snake could cause such trouble and leave people in the dark for hours. Why, all the snake did was slithered into the substation, which seems harmless enough. But with that in mind, I want to talk heart to heart with someone. Here in America, the old snake or serpent, the devil, has found a way to slither into our lives, causing great damage and spiritual blackouts. He comes in through something called entertainment. Most of our entertainment seems small and innocent, and by no means am I saying that all entertainment is evil and wrong. However, I want us to realize the seriousness of what certain entertainments can do to our lives. Take a look at the word entertainment. The first part of entertainment is enter. What we open ourselves to is what will eventually enter in and control us. With all of the uncertainty in our world, if all we do is listen to the news, though keeping up with world events isn't wrong, if you constantly fill your mind with all the bad, fear, doubt, oppression, and depression will enter into your heart and mind. We must learn to prioritize keeping up with world events and making sure that we are filling our hearts and minds with the Word of God, so that our faith is not shaken in these troubling days. I want to take a slight turn now and tell you about a story that I heard of a young lady who, as a teenager, struggled with depression, which caused her to search for help in the wrong places. She had gone to a friend's house for a stayover, and that night they just sat down and watched a movie. But in this movie, it portrayed witchcraft as being something good. By entertaining herself with this movie, Satan slithered into her life and led her into witchcraft, drugs, alcohol, and many other things, almost ruining her life. After several years, she realized what sin was doing to her, and she called out to Jesus, who saved and delivered her from all of these things. Now she spends her life warning parents to guard their children's entertainment. But it isn't only children that need their entertainment guarded. As adults, we must be keen and on alert concerning our entertainment. We think because we are grown and in control that we can handle our grown-up entertainment, that we are strong and nothing will ever enter into our lives that we will regret. But friend, we have seen marriages lost, families crumble, lives wrecked, because what seemed innocent entered in. And it all happened because of some bad entertainment. This next story has always gotten to me. There was a man and his wife who had been blessed with a son in their latter years. This little toddler, he was their pride and joy. But one day, as Dad was out working in the yard, he saw a rattlesnake. He grabbed his garden hoe and was about to kill the snake when he thought, wait a minute, the circus will be in town in a few months. I could probably sell this snake to them. So instead of killing the snake, he caught it and put it in a box on the back porch. Every day he would feed it so that it grew into a giant rattlesnake. But not only was the snake growing, so was the little toddler. He was now able to open the back door and wander around the yard. One day, as the father was once again outside working, he heard a blood-curdling scream coming from the back porch. His blood ran cold as he realized what had happened. The dad had become so accustomed to entertaining the snake that he had become careless and left the box unlocked. He looked toward the back porch, and there stood his little son with the lid raised and the snake's fangs sunk deeply into the little boy's face. He ran to his son, grabbed the snake, threw it out into the yard, and they rushed the little boy to the hospital. But it was too late, and their son died. After the funeral was over, life was going back to normal as much as possible. One day, the man decided, I'm going to go out to the brush pile where the snake had slithered to that fatal day. As he dug through the brush looking for the snake, you could hear him say, I have harbored or entertained in my home the very thing that destroyed the one most dear to my heart, my son. Yes, he found the snake and killed it, but it was too late. The damage had been done. He shouldn't have ever entertained and allowed the snake to enter into his life. In James chapter 1 and verse 21, it tells us, Wherefore lay aside all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls. What James is saying is that we are to put away or to get rid of the residue or fragments of wrong entertainment and sin, and let the Word of God be rooted in our hearts and lives so that we may be rescued from sin's destruction. As I'm coming to a close today, friend, I don't know what you are struggling with or wanting to do, just hoping that there won't be a backlash or a reaping. But I have to warn you to be careful about what you allow to enter into your mind, your life, your home, and family. You will not be the only one affected, and it just might cost you dearly. So let me encourage you to look and see what has entered into your life by your choice of entertainment, and get rid of that which is causing you to stray or to have a spiritual blackout. May God bless you and give you His peace.